What's up, everybody? Jay here with Jay's Backyard Cooking. And today is draft day. And what better to cook on draft day for football? Chicken wings and homemade fries. Let's get into it. Recipe is gonna be real simple. Salt, pepper. For my wings, we're gonna use the Kinder's Buttery Buffalo. And for the wife's wings, the Kinder's regular barbecue sauce. As far as the chicken wings go, I like to buy them whole and separate them myself. I feel like the price is better doing them that way. Yeah, it's a little bit more work, but not too bad. So let's get these split apart and get them drying out. One other thing is we are cooking these on the griddle, so this is gonna go down on the griddle series that I got going on. And like I said, whole wings, I'm just gonna use the meat shears here. And we'll cut through them just like that. As far as the middle goes, just look for that knuckle. Should be pretty quick, pretty easy as long as you have some good shears. Let's get all these cut up and we'll be right back. All right, we got all these separated, towel dry, both sides. I know a lot of people use the all-purpose flour or whatever to get it dry out, but I think just towel dried and the salt should be just enough to have a naked wing. Just dry them out on both sides the best you can, and that should do it. We're gonna get these put into an aluminum pan, get them seasoned, and then we'll let them sweat for a little while. Like I said, we'll just throw these in here. Do the dishes. Again, just salt. That's gonna really dry it out. Get that nice and mixed in there. A little bit of pepper, not too much. We don't wanna go crazy with the pepper on these. Let's get these nice and mixed up with that seasoning, salt and pepper. And like I said, we're gonna put these aside for a little while. And we'll let those sweat a little bit more. Clean plate, potatoes. Wash your potatoes. Don't be nasty. They grow on the ground. All right, let me get these peeled right quick. We'll be right back. All right, now that we got those, we're just gonna get them cut up into fries, however you like. Thick cut, little cut, skinny cut, your choice. Put them in this bowl right here. Once I get them all sliced up, we'll fill this bowl up with water, put some ice, let them sit in the water for a while, for about 20-30 minutes. Supposed to make them a little more crispy. We shall see. Get the trash, the dishes done. That is it. We're gonna let these sit for about 30 minutes or so. In the meantime, we'll get the griddle ready to go. All right, we're about 20 minutes in to those fries getting that ice bath. We're almost done, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the oil into this pan. Again, we're doing it on the griddle. I'm trying to minimize any kind of, as much dishes as possible. Because the draft starts at 6, and I'm not trying to have my wife washing dishes. And so I have two burners on. Just gonna fill this up with grease. Vegetable oil is what I'm using. I know there's better, but we're using vegetable oil. That's what we're using. Just gonna fill this sucker all the way, use the whole bottle. And what we're looking for is for the oil to be somewhere around 325, 350. That's gonna be the perfect temperature, in my opinion, to get everything deep fried. All right, basically all we did was got the oil up to about 350. Dunk the fries in there. Probably about half of that batch that I cut up. Stir it around a little bit, make sure they don't get stuck to the bottom. Then we'll get those browned up. All right, all the fries are floating. I already took the first batch out. We're gonna get these off. We wanna make sure and get these nice and coated with whatever seasonings you got going on. Whether it be Parmesan fries, salt and pepper fries. Ate at a place one time where they have lemon pepper fries. They were pretty good, but very potent. Too potent almost. All right, let's get those pushed aside. Go in with the wings. Just gonna lay these in there. Nice and gentle. Good thing my griddle's clean. Just like that. Again, make sure they don't stick to the bottom. Get them moving around in there. We are going to call these done. Nice, naked, browned wings. I'm gonna get these transferred over to the paper towels, and then we'll get them inside, and we'll get them tossed. Beautiful golden brown color. All right, back inside. Let's get my wife's flat set aside. Says she wants a 6-pack. Not the same 6-pack that I've already had, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for her. Again, she doesn't like really sauced wings, and then because we're home, she can add more if she wants. So we're going to quickly toss hers, something like that. Get them set aside. Rinse out the barbecue sauce, because I don't like barbecue sauce. I have another pot, but y'all know how I feel about dishes. We're not doing all that. I guess the rest are mine. She left me with one flat. And we fight over flats around here. We'll get that uncovered. We'll get mine tossed. Again, I'm using the Kinder's Buttery Buffalo. Keep mine nice and wet. Let's get this served up. Dishes are done, dinner is served. I have 29 minutes before the draft starts. Let's get to eating. If you like what you saw here, please do me a favor and consider subscribing, hit that like button, and comment anything you want. Even the bad ones help. We'll see you next time. You know, folks, life is a lot like fantasy football draft day. You go in with a game plan, maybe even a little doubt. But with a few adjustments and the right moves, things start to fall in place. And now I'm on track to absolutely blow my competition out of the water. Just like those buffalo wings and homemade fries. It's about sticking to the classics that always deliver. My Cowboys may have taken a tough loss this week, But unlike my fantasy opponent, I'm still showing up with fire, flavor, and loyalty. So to my matchup this week, I hope you came hungry because I'm about to serve you a big plate of defeat. So until next time, keep the grills hot and the seasoning simple.